I guess we are online. Let me get myself a little bit more comfortable. I just ate a little bit because I was starving, but not as much to stuff myself because I don't want to fall asleep. And I want to finish my coffee just a second. I guess I'll keep some for later. Let's see. Let's adjust the microphone position, everything position, and turn off the sound from the speakers. Alright. So where are we at? I know. I opened the damn thing and I'm not ready because I want to force myself to start working because it's already late. I waking up late. And in a few minutes, if not in a few seconds, if I don't start working, I will feel like, let's just watch some Gotham, some movies or something on the Netflix, or I'm in the mood to play Minecraft or something or whatever. So yesterday I worked, but I didn't say that. And today we worked. But these 2 days I was freaking lazy and I didn't do a thing. Hopefully I will do the minimum time. If I don't do the minimum time, I will say I worked less than the minimum time. I need healing. What the hell? What? I don't have anyone called I need healing. Interesting. It seems a freak monkey name in here is I need healing. Anyhow. So today we will try to do mirroring because I was avoiding doing that for the longest time. So we will try to do the mirroring. And I thought about about some of the stuff before I start today, and I'm not sure how I'm going to deal with it. The thing is, most of the stuff that I'm avoiding and not considering, or sometimes I overthink about it or try to avoid, are the game level, the hard code, and this is based on the game, so I shouldn't care about it because my goal now is to finish the engine. I don't care about the game. When I finish the freaking engine, most of it at least, I will start consider doing the stuff in the game itself, in the game level. In the control, I need to add the mouse as well. This problem, as I said, is game level stuff, so I don't care about it. Actually, we are done with this, and yeah, it's tested, not fully tested, required more test. Okay, so this is the point that we need to work on today. And the things that we need to mirror are fire point, layer position, wall collision damage, rectangles. So we need to finish at least 3 of them, and these two should be the same way. So let me start the timer. I should started the timer already, but no worries, I'll try to calm down, drink my coffee and take my time. My problem is I'm too tense whenever I work. I feel I need to work every second while the clock is running. And I should take it more easy, so it become easier to work every day. This is part of the mirroring. We will work on that soon. So let's take a look on the code. So in the I faction, why I was going to go to the I faction? Because the I faction give the force the user to return the rectangle object for its position. So we need to deal with this one. We need to make this one check if the character is horizontally inverted and make the mirroring. So the two classes that you need to deal with is the objects and the creature object. And the fire point is in the animation, so it's a little bit more hard to deal with. And the layer position is in the animation too. So we need to deal with the super animation class, I believe. Let's see. Oh. It's not in here. Give me a second. So here are the fire points. We need to reflect them if the character is facing to the left or the opposite direction. And this is the layer slot. We need to reflect them too. So we need to make sure that these values are retrieved by using a function. The problem is, who knows if this character is flipped or not? The guy who knows that is the creature again. The creature have something called side, but this is not important actually. This is not important. What is important is the animation result flag. And here we go again. A lot of huge mess. A lot of variables and everything everywhere. So this guy have something called RP values. One of them is for the reverse horizontally, which we need to deal with. And this is related to the character customization system. But the result, we can access it through this one, result animation. Alright. Because it doesn't matter if it's side 2 or side 1 or whatever. What matters is the animation is reflected or not. So let me show you here. So this is the guy that we edit the game in. And this is the character customization. So if we go to the character Walker, which is the main character we play in, all his animation are left-sided. Sorry, right-sided. So all of them are he's facing the right, but when the character is playing, the character customization decided if it is reflected on the right or reflected on left. For example, in here on side 2, idle is reverse. So if we run the game to show you what the hell I'm talking about, and wait 7 minutes till it loaded. So the character here, when he moved to the right, it seems fine. But when you go to the left, it gets reflected. So you see the weapon position is not in the right position. We need to mirror it. Hello. And that's what we are trying to do. So this thing is not connected to the animation itself more than to the control. So the control, when it goes to the left side, it says it's reverse. So the image is reversed, but now we need to reverse everything else. Well, thank you. I hired an artist to do this, and unfortunately he quit. So unfortunately this game is suspended or cancelled. I mean, his drawing is really good, but oh well. And I don't have enough cash to support another artist to imagine. So I'm in a very tight spot. So I'm going to. I pay him in advance and he ran away. In short, but he made 1 million XUs. Oh well, what to do? What to do? The problem is he's not the first artist I hired. He's like the 4th one, and I'm learning from each one of them I hired and failed with them. So I have a list to what to do and what not to do now. Never pay in advance. Never hire the middle-aged guy who have depression issues. Never hire the kid. I have a good list, you know. Not all of them. Some of them I relieved. Some of them they just fade away. So yeah, some of them I fired. The thing is, I hired them from reliable sites like Freelancer. That's the scary part. But oh well, oh well. I need to be more cautious next time and never ever pay in advance. Especially twice in a row. So the system is complicated and I'm working on it for around 2 years now. It has many stuff. If you cannot see the number of classes in here, or the how large the code is, you will see. I have a lot of videos on YouTube. You can check them out, but not all my work. Yeah, the thing is, yeah, the problem is I believed him. I believed him, and he asked for an amount of money, and I gave him the amount of money. I believed him. I trust him too much. He was working fine the first 2 months. The first month, actually. The second month, he was half and half. That's the sorry butt ass Bart. But it's my problem. It was my fault. I need to be more careful next time. So let's take a look. Where the hell should we reflect the things? So in here, if my memory doesn't screw up, we have return the collision RF, damage RF, and wall RF. Here, let's see, collision RF. Here it will check if the animation have a unique rectangle on that byte. You see some of the characters, for example, the animation roll. Oh. he roll around. So actually he should have a different collision animation and this time because his character is rolling. So actually we can go to the second frame or the third frame, and we say we need a unique collision rectangles in this box. So the wall collision, if I'm going to change a wall collision in here, I need to be careful. If you stop in the middle of the wall, what should I do? So I need to make special kind of character customization action condition to prevent the character to stay in the middle of something. So I shouldn't play with that, because if I'm going to play with that, I need to add a lot of more conditioning. And where does he get damaged? So he can avoid bullets with that. So I can make special rectangles or collision rectangles and damaged rectangles in each frame. And if I save, it will save in here, but I don't want to save that. It's just an example. So here we have the three functions. Checks if there's a value in the dictionary in that byte, in that frame. If there is, then it will return the special one. If not, it will return the original one. So here, adding the position of the creature, and now we need to reflect. We need to reflect the whole thing. So let's take a look. How can we reflect the whole thing? Gosh, let's see. So we have a character. I draw better than Picasso, so no worries. That's why I need an artist after all. And we have a damaged rectangle, let's say here. And let's say the character size is this much. So if I'm going to reflect the value of the rectangle, what do I need? I need to know its position, I guess. The distance in here. So the distance in here is RC. Let me write it down. Too light. So let's call this one RCX. And do I need the width of the character? Because I need to mirror it. So how can I mirror it? I mean, silly me. Is my brain that frozen? So instead the distance go from the left to the right, it goes from the right to the left. So it is equal to this width, the character width, minus RC. I believe so. Funny, my head is not working. Hehe. Sorry about that. I usually am not that slow in math stuff like this. Maybe the example is bad. What if I have another rectangle that's in this side? So if I take this one and decrease it by the position, it will become this one here. But that won't reflect it completely because this is the end position. So the value, this minus this, it will point to here, but we want to point to here. Is it CW minus RCX minus RC width? Because if this is moved to here, minus the position, so it goes here, minus the width, so it goes there. It sounds good, but I don't think this is how it works, does it? Let's take a look. So why? Yes. If AD result reverse H, then the position of X is equal to let's add these later after the condition. Hopefully I'm not screwing around too much. Hopefully I'm not just how do I know the width of the animation frame? So it is C animation set width original animation RF, I believe. Position, I believe original. Let me check. Let me check. Yeah, it's kind of hard to remember all the variables in your stupid system whenever it gets a little bit large. This one is the frame size FSH tab. Set height, accessory AR. This is the accessory tab. We want the animation tab. Layer slot, animation list, collision AR update. Yeah, I believe it's no, it's called location RF. So let's go to the animation. Well, this one is equal to the old name was the original RF, but I remember I changed it to location RF to make it more clear for myself, because the sprite location, you know. Oh wow, even with the code I can't determine the crap. It's as I said, I kinda didn't want it to work, but I forced myself by starting the camera. Yeah, it seems it's called location RF. The best way to determine that is to check the guy who painted the stuff. So let's go to forum. And the painter, let's go to the code, let's go to paint, backgrounds, blocks, items, creatures. Oh yeah, creature. Well, but this guy will print them as character, not as animation. Damn it! 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 Wasting time, wasting time. This is my life. Oh, we have a location RF in here. What did I say? Width minus, okay, which is x minus width again. Yeah. Hopefully I know what am I doing, to be honest. So what we are going to do, we are going to the test game, turn the debug on. How do I turn the debug on again? And let's go to here, if not debug. Oh, the code is a little bit old, and we need to, let's see. Jesus. Map class creature dictionary is inaccessible due to protection level. Happy now? So let's make sure that the debug use not the, yeah, these values. So this is for the wall. And this is for the size. It crashes sometimes, by the way. So we don't want the wall. Actually, let's do the wall. Let's do the wall first. So let's go to the creature object. Do the same crap in here. But let's make sure that we are using the right rectangle. Give me a second. I need to change some of the stuff. Oh, this is the old code. This is the old code. This is the old code. Let's clone everything. Let's do this. And let's change some of the stuff. Wait. Where is this thing defined? Can I do this? Apparently I can. So let's make this one D. So here, let's do this one. W. This one. Why the names are different? Oh, you're silly you. This one. Oh, the name's still different. Set wall RF. But this is... we need only the wall, right? The great wall. Yeah, we need only the wall. I don't know why I didn't put the list. Alright. Alright. Now let's go to the data and manipulate the wall detection and make the wall a little bit funny. How can I do that? So let's go to the real walker. Actually, before I do any adjustments, let me make a safe copy for the map data itself, the game data I mean. Not here. And let's go to the game. Alright. So let's make the character hit the wall way in the front of him. Actually, to make it even more fun, let's see. Let's go to the character. And let's make the detection for the wall a little bit awkward, like this. Maybe I overdone it. And let's advance it a little bit. And let's return it a little bit. Now let's advance it a little bit again. And let's increase it. Save. To test the wall in a better way, let's adjust the map. Come on. Funny, why didn't it load in the first time? And let's add a solid wall in here. Let's make it look a little bit different. Maybe I should remove the trees. Yeah, let's remove the trees. Save. I made a lot of changes to make campaign system, so the save and the load and everything might screw up any moment. It's not well tested yet. Oh great, look at this. I have no clue why he couldn't detect the floor. That doesn't make sense. Didn't I save? This is a map simulator. This is a little bit tiresome, or maybe because I'm a little bit tired. Oh, for the God's sake. Seriously. Maybe because the character was floored and now he's not floored anymore. I see. That's mean the graffiti. I need to fix the graffiti to make it. What's the name of this character? W1. Goodbye, W1. Floor. Ta-da! Save. No, not this one. This one. Maybe that's why. Nope. Now both of them have the same problem. Do you believe that shit? Oh god, why do I have to live like this? Wow. No, there's a big screwed up. I screwed up big time somehow. I believe I done something really ugly in here. Let me take a look. It's in a creature object. Here, we screwed up big time somewhere. I deleted the old code, dang it. Oh, I believe I done a big problem. I believe I shouldn't add the position because it's added in the function that call it, I believe. Yeah, I left myself a message. I need to calculate the mirroring. So but this one, yeah, see, I'm adding the position in here. The funny part is let me put this one here and this one here. So let's not do this, will ya? The funny part is this guy, for some reason, send the adjusted values. Alright. So far it's not called. Alright. So you see I cannot walk in here because he considered that a wall. Adjust the other codes and remove this one. Maybe I need to add a boolean to see if I want the real one or the adjusted one to make it easier to the other functions. I need to make it consistent somehow. Let's go and turn on the debug again. Let's close some of the classes that I'm not going to deal with soon. Even the animation, screw you. Debug. So you see, I believe it's reflected in a good way. So you cannot walk because the wall detection is reflected in a good way. So I believe my calculation is correct, hopefully. I mean, logically, it seems that's the correct thing. So let's review that again. If I want to reflect any rectangle, I need to move its position to the width at the end. Then we decrease its position, like here. Then we decrease its width, like, I mean, the position is like here, and the width is here. So hopefully it's correct. Imagine if it wasn't. So let's do that to all of them, but before that, who called this idiot? Who called this idiot? And why this return this? Oh, okay. So this is called, actually, is when I do fire detection. So here, as you can see, it doesn't add the position. Wait. But this is the fire object. Oh, in the collision function, it called the target, and it take the okay. So what I'm going to do, I don't know. Should I add the values in here, or should I make it like pool is adjusted value, current value, instant value, shifted value. No, that doesn't sound. Adjusted value is equal to false, and in here we send the variable and we add a variable in here if is adjusted variable of value, we do the addition. So the only guy left is this guy. Do you know how many times did I screw up because I made a copy paste code without changing the variables in the right way? And some of them lasted like maximum, I believe, 2 hours. Because the more I do it, the more I feel that, yeah, I already got sick of this issue. I don't think the last 2 years any of these issues took me more than 2 hours. Because it's usually kinda obvious when it's working but based on another value. Sometimes it's a little bit more tricky when you take a value of a text box that you missed the number. That's more tricky than values like these. Anyhow, we're done with this. We're done with this part. Now we need to reflect the layer position, and this is related to the guy who printed the layers, which is in the map itself, because the map is responsible on all the objects that it behold. So here it print the main, and in here it check if the equipment is a weapon, then it print the weapon based on the animation on the position. If the animation is recursive called with the animation of the player. Yes, a lot of crap. So let's see. So here we are moving the weapon with the character while he's moving, or actually it always moves the weapon all the time, which I'm not sure if this is the best place to put it, but oh well. We could remove this tab and add the position of the character all the time while we are printing it, actually. Give me a second. Get frame RF. Let's print the frame, but why? I forgot where is the one that take the part of the image and which one is. God. If I'm not mistaken, the first one is the position, right? I mean, we are dealing with a camera in here. So to reflect the weapon is almost the same as. Why did I close that image? So if we have a character, one more time. Unlike the rectangles, the weapons and the stuff are actually an arrow. So it's a point and an angle. So if I'm putting a weapon upside down here on the back of the character, alright. Then the weapon should be drawn downside and on the back of the character. If we take the character and reflect it, the arrow, angle reflection, great. We need to reflect the angle. The funny part is I didn't make the vertical reverse shift yet, because I don't think I will use it anytime soon, but I should make the vertical one too. So let me copy that. How to write reverse. Oh, it's funny. It's in here. Oh, this is rotate, not reverse. Ah, Jesus. Anyway. The position should be a little bit similar. So we have here layer position, and we have the angle. And we have the character width. So we need to put this thing in the character width once again, and decrease it with the layer X. So the result should be character width minus layer position X. So this is the result X. Result Y should be similar, but this is for vertical reversal or vertical flip. We should put the point here and decrease it with decrease it or increase it? Decrease it. Wait. No, we put it in the character height and decrease it with the position. So if we take this character here, it will move here, and then we decrease it with how high it was. The angle is the only issue. Well, how to do the angle? The angle, you know, it's 0 in here. And when you flip it on the other side, it becomes 180. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So it is 1 minus the angle. No, it is a cosine 1 minus the cosine angle. Something like this. Damn it. Do you know what? Google is really damn good in math and scientific stuff. I mean, not Google itself. When you search, it will give you a result. How to reflect an angle horizontally. It need to deal with a cosine, I believe. Do I need to read the question only? Alright, whatever. Wow, he's writing a lot. So as I said, 0 become 180, 90 become 90, 89 become 91. But this is not enough, we need a formula. There must be a formula deal with a cosine. I doubt this. I doubt this. I mean, 180 minus 91 is... Oh wait, 89. Is he correct? Is that it? 180 minus something? It's funny, when I used to, when I been taking calculus, these issues were like trivials, man. So let's see. Wow. Another guy say 360 minus your angle. So let's say 45. 315. Uh, so if I say 315, it's the opposite of 45. Let's say 110. If I take 360 minus 110, it becomes 250. Sounds correct for vertical. So apparently, for reverse, a vertical angle is equal to 360 minus angle. Hopefully it's correct. It's funny, I'm working here while I don't care about integrity or whatsoever. I'm not in the mood. If I was in the mood, I would not just take things so lightly. The thing is, I just want to finish this stupid thing. And if it is wrong later on, oh god, I will curse a lot. Because I wasted a lot of time because I had this attitude before. Alright, where were we? Oh, do I really hate this crap? Yes, I really hate this crap. Fire object, creature object. Please don't. Oh God. So all of a sudden, this guy is not happy, just like that. All of a sudden, like, I want to screw you up. God. Objects does not implement interface. Oh, objects now. Okay. Oh, I completely forgot to check the objects. Happy fucking now? Damn. So I need to make the reflection to the objects too. I love this graph. 3 minutes left for the break. Thanks God. Let's take a look. So it returned only a value, and we need to change that to make it return. I'm too freaking lazy. Let's just copy the whole thing. So objects doesn't have wall, and I might add wall if I want to make physics engine later on. That's me. I need to override a lot of crap. Damn it. Can you give me a shovel to hit myself with? When I work on objects animation, oh crap, they have unique frames too. God. Can I take the break a minute and a half earlier? Yes, thank you. So I need to deal with this crap too. But for now, let's take a break. I just remembered that objects does not do not have resolved animation because they don't have character customization. That's mean it doesn't have a reverse flag. Maybe in the future I will add a reverse flag and I will be I will need to add these functions, but for now, screw them. I mean, how many games do you know that reverse the items and the objects vertical and horizontal? Actually, not much. Um, and maybe it's better to not reverse them to make the items more recognizable, if you ask me. So I deserve 3 more minutes, then I'll start working again. In the meanwhile, I can check what should I do next. So we need to do the fire point and the layer position and we'll be fine. And both of them are using arrows. So both of them should use the same formula. In the 2 minutes, I will go and have some fun a little bit. I'm going to check Facebook. So give me 2 minutes. Someone has listed the whole project for making a small platform game in Java. Do I have a Java IDE on this computer? I'm not sure. It will be interesting to see the physics engine. As usual, he linked his stupid thing to a website that have 1 billion trillion ad. I don't know how people live like this. Screw that. Man, I kinda missed advanced algorithm. Not a lot of people talk about them, and oh, time's up. And it's kinda hard to apply them in real life. So back to freaking work. Alright, so let's remove these functions because we are not going to deal with this, and close this forever. Get out. Now back to the stupid map class and try to figure out how to shift this idiot without screwing up a lot of crap. My tunes start to shift a little bit, just like my code. Oh god. So this is drawing the main, and it's already doesn't need mirroring. And this is drawing the parts if they are weapons, not textures like hands and stuff. And this is the position, and this is the source rectangle. So we need to reflect this idiot. So there are two ways to do that. Either make a huge question mark in here to check if the reverse and it return the right thing, or we do a function to return wait a minute. There's something funny's going on here. It just says return X. And I don't see any shift value based on the equipment shift. There's something funny's going on here. But in here, oh, I'm doing the shifts in here. Oh Jesus, this is a little bit bad. Let me see, how can I do it? So it add the creature X, and I'm not comfortable with that. I believe this should be added in the drawing, but oh well. Yeah, I believe should be added in the drawing, so because if you have like 5 equipment, then we will add the position of the player to the old equipments. So we will have 5 values added to the old positions. And here we just add it once, or have it in the memory once. Because if we have an open world and we have the character in the position 32,000, yeah, I'm not sure adding that value is harder than memorizing that value or not. Okay, can I focus a little bit? Now we need to figure out where do we add reflection. Should I add it here? I don't think so. Actually, I can replace this with that, and I remove this line completely. Damn it, why it's not complicated? Why it's not so complicated? I mean, it shouldn't be that complicated. I should just do the things, but I'm trying to do the thing in a neat way. That's all. I just realized you cannot see the part of the the thing. I mean, I could easily do here if ck value a r a h, oh fuck me, oh god, it's fucking not public, whatever, it's fucking private. Reverse edge. Wait a second. Did I use recursive before instead of reverse edge? That will be hilarious. Then we change the position in here. Or actually, we can do it like this. So, if this is true, oh, this is two values, dang it. Sorry, my head is a little bit slow. Set position in the weapon object. I can add another function. Don't do that to me. Freaking A. We don't have pointf. But I used it before. C# pointf. Oh, my freaking A. I can create a new class just to hold these stupid two values, or do the condition twice every time. Or do the condition once and fuck it. We are not going to use the question mark. Even if you left a semicolon, an empty one, so he doesn't cry that the syntax is wrong, he will keep crying because it's an empty statement. There is no running away from this sucker. I'm sorry, when I'm a little bit bothered, just like now, feeling tired and don't want to work, but I need to work every day, I complain way too much. So here, let's do the fucking formula, which is, that's why I wrote it down so I don't rethink it again. So the position of the point should be the width of the character minus the position of the point. There is another problem. Soon I will make a reverse for vertical. Yeah, this is not going to work like that. We need to make variables. Temporary variables somewhere, like in here. So float calculated layer X calculated layer Y calculated layer angle, and maybe the 5 point, but the 5 point is not drawn, so it's not in here. So instead of this, we have one at the end, and it use calculated layer Y and calculated layer X. And in here so call X no, layer X. When it's not reverse, is equal to a red line, and call layer Y is equal to the same but set Y, and now we don't need the sucker. Same here. Is the CK value current animation location RF width wait, why shouldn't be different? So actually, after all, now we reflect the Y based on reverse V. And actually, we can even do it better than this. Instead, I don't know if it's better or not, but we can put this one here and put one this here, and only if it is reverse it do the override. If it's not, it do nothing. So if it is reverse V, we change the calc Y actually. And we need to do the height and position Y. The angle, I haven't dealt with the angle yet, did I? Yeah, this is the rotation. So this one. So we need to put the angle here. I believe this is the origin of the rotation, and this is the rotation. So I didn't add the values yet, but let's take a look if this thing get reflected in the right way or not. Why me? Congratulations, you're in an imaginary floor. Oh, look at that. It went even further to the left. Why he's falling again? I sometimes hate myself a lot. It's working, it's not working, it's working, it's not working, it's working, it's not working, it's working. Just dude. Give me a fucking break. I believe I screwed up the position of the things. Oh, where's the map class? I believe I could use a drink, but I don't drink. Fucking paint. Oh, I'm in the wrong fucking class. No wonder. Oh, this one jumped between the fucking... Alright. Let's reflect the exposition and see what happened. What happened if we decrease this value? The weapon on the right won't work, but let's see the weapon on the left. Unfortunately, I didn't let him hold the weapon while falling and jumping. No, I screwed up both. I screwed up both many times. So what's going on? This is the point. We are dealing with the point. Okay. So if it was in this position, ignore how long the stupid thing is. We should add it at the end. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116, 117, 118, 1 minus here. Alright, so we add. Oh, look at me. No, okay, that's correct. So if it is reverse edge, we put it at the end minus where it belonged to. Oh. No, it is X. So let's check this one out. Wait. Is it because I didn't add position X? Yeah. So we could I thought it was going. Oh, why my head is wanna explode? We add it at the end. We remove it from here. Okay. And don't ask me why they are falling again. I'm completely ignoring that problem. So the width is 64, which is correct. And $11.20. Minus the weapon height or width. I didn't decrease the weapon width. And let's take a look how it's look like. So here the weapon width is more than 64. So he added but something is terribly wrong. It's just like, I'm not sure what it is, but it's way too far. So if the weapon is drawn at this point, and the weapon is this side, it will still be drawn like this. So we need to decrease it with the width, but let's do that first. The thing is, it's related to the current animation. And here it should be with the height. Add or decrease. Anyhow, look at me. Really? So let's see. I believe it will still be off because the result were a little bit off. Oh, look at that. Unbelievable. It's fucking working perfectly. What the hell? But he doesn't generate bullets for some reason. Oh yeah, the fire point. I don't know why he's falling. But I believe we reflected almost everything except the fire point. The fire point seems not working at all, thanks for the stupid... We need to reflect this too, as well. So this thing should be reflected exactly in the same way, except we are using the layer system. I wonder if it is safe to do the calculation every time. Yeah, it should be safe. So here we need to do this. And make it look a little bit less ugly somehow. Wait a second. That's not right. Alright. So we will do almost the same thing, except we are going to replace this with current form. Let's take a look. Is there we need to do the current give me a freaking second. So we need to do some changes. Let's take a look. So equipped is equipable. Need to get accessory equipable. So this guy doesn't know its own form. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Let's try to figure out where is the stupid form. So each accessory can have different forms. For example, the weapon can go in the belt, can go on the back, can go in the hand. Same for knives. So same for hands. When he's running, was he walking? So there must be a way to get the form, because we are printing the correct form anyway. Oh yeah, it's this thing. No, I'm not sure what's this thing, to be honest. Can you focus for a second? Okay. Equipment. What is this? Current layer slot. It's a layer slot. Animation layer slot. Current layer slot. Current layer. Okay. Okay, so this is the right variable. Thanks God I have some documentation here. But it seems a little bit too freaking big. Isn't there an easier way to do it? I mean, I really don't want to use all of this. But it should be like this. God, give me patience. Okay, what's wrong now? Okay, let's remove this to see what the heck is going on. It's a syntax error, and I'm not sure what it is. I don't think it is parentheses. And the thing is, he see the width. That means this fucking line is correct. But it seems the get. Wait. There's some redundancy in here. Calm down. Take a deep breath. You know what you need to do when you face a problem like this? You have a very long ass fucking object, and it's getting on your freaking nerve. I mean, make a pointer. So we have I equivalent temp layer, current creature layer, equivalent layer. And this temporary is equal to this fucker. And now we can say this fucker get RC, this fucker get RC. Are you sure? I mean, isn't there an easier way to know the form var? Oh wait, it's like this. With. It's still the same problem. So if I replace this thing to -1, oh wait, same problem to the next line. Hopefully. Yeah, I made a screwed up. I screwed up. Now we can replace this with that if we want. Do you want to do that? Actually, we could use it in several places. Like in here to make it a little bit easier to read. The last thing we need to fix is the point. If I can do that, I will finish what I was planning to do today early. But first, let's figure out why the fudge is he falling again. He just wanna screw with me, it seems. It's funny. Oh, oopsie. Can you see what's the problem with this code? I will pour some soda for me and take a sip, and then I will show you what the hell is going on. But I believe most of you, if you were watching, because most of the people that come to my channel actually listen to me while they're working. They just work and or play and just watch in silence. Listen. Let me take a sip. The problem is I used to do this whenever I have one statement, but safely I add the parentheses so I avoid the problem, because this is two statements, not one statement, even though I'm just changing the position. And that's why he changed one of the values, but didn't change kept changing the second one, despite if the flag is true or false. So that was the issue. This thing was always occur. Oh, look at that. The bullet doesn't work at all now. Why? It was working today. Why? Alright. So where do we deal with bullets? Everywhere. My best guess is the bullet always hit me for some reason now. To prove that, see? But wait. It shouldn't hit me, it should hit only the enemies, which it did. I'm checking the values of the collision rectangles. 3, 7, 14, 8. 38, 28, 30. They are far, far away. What the hell is going on? Let me pass him. This is fucking ridiculous. I'm tired, but I need to do this. The system diagnostics, the bag, right limb, right leg. Yeah, let's get the position of the bullet. Oh, wait a second. Fire object. Anyway, X. Y. Why me? I don't need the width, but just for complete's sake. Are you happy now and satisfied adding all the red lines? Figured. Oh no, it's a different position. Not really. Not really. This is not the additional position. This is the real position. So get collision RC. Where are you? So get collision RC is using the fire plus the bullet position. Wait. What's going on? The funny part is, yesterday it was working, or even today, in the morning before I start working, and add the stuff. But now this code kind of doesn't make a lot of sense. Um, this is the fire class, and the fire class take the collision. Okay. Then we add the position. Who moved the position? It's moved by this crap. Where does it start? Who does it? Yeah, where does it start? That's a good question. Shut up. It start by creating a bullet. So let's create a bullet and follow the stack. I believe the attack object is one of them, but who is before that? The fire object is called to create a new one, and this is for customization. Yesterday, if you watch that video, you will know why it's working like this, or why did I do it like this. So I can add hard-coded custom type of fire. This is the attack object, and this is the weapon object, and we add X and Y. Wait a freaking second. That's why. Because we are updating this stupid thing when I'm drawing them. And this is the mistake, because depends on the animation, the weapon position is different, so it depends on, before I draw them, I should adjust the position. So let's go to the map class and take a look. So you see here, I'm not updating them anymore, am I? No, I do. But I'm adding the, oh yeah, I'm adding the call X in here. That is the problem. Do you remember when I said this is wrong to have a lot of values added in different, well, I take it back. Here. So if we have a robot, like a mech warrior, and a mech warrior, like a mech, like a titan, like whatever, and we have like 10 weapons, and he's in the overworld, and he's in a position 32,000. Unfortunately, each weapon position will have 32,000, but well, as long as the bullet's working again, I don't care. They still leave in the wrong position. Funny. What were we doing all this time? Oh yeah, we didn't fix the position, the mirroring. We just fixed why they stopped working all of a sudden. So now we need to mirror the bullets. When we fire, we need to change the position of the bullet. So once again, let's track the sucker. Who's the first guy that fired the bullet? So the last guy do that is the weapon. Does the weapon know which side we are on? Yeah. So in here, we need to do the shift when the weapon is facing the other side. Whenever the image is reversed. So let's take a look on the code. It take our position in here, and we add the fire point, simple as that. And as we said, the fire point we need to take the weapon width and decrease it with the fire point. So once again, we can do a condition or do a calc X again. And after that, we are done with mirroring. And I won't have to deal with it any fucking more. Man, this should be a relief actually. Let's start working. Float. Call current point of fire point X. Call fire point Y. Call fire point angle. Is the angle integer or float? It's an integer. So once again, call of bx is equal to this. Wait, let's do the calculation only when we need to. Call if by is equal to y, and call if a is equal to. Now let's change the values in here. Now, if there is a reverse horizontally request, then we change this value into the width of the weapon, so the current animation, location RF width minus the point. I believe that's it. If reverse vertically, we change the Y with the height. I didn't test the height because I don't have any good example to test it on. And the angle, if it is reversed horizontally, we need to make it equal to, fucking shut up, 180 minus the current angle. And here 360. I know that the calculation happened twice when it's reversed twice, but kind of better than to make a special condition. So let's give it a test. Let's give it a test. Yeah. Nope. Nope. Not even the position. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? So what we were doing in here? What? This is not. Oh, damn it. I love all this crap. Well, the image itself in this animation is not reversed because it's not reversed. The character's reversed, and when the character's reversed, it reverses all the images that it holds with it, all the layer, without telling them that they are reversed. Because maybe the weapon is reversed and the character is reversed, so the weapon is staying in the same position even if he's walking to the left side. But this is not the condition because the weapon is not reversed. It just Why me? Alright. Let's focus a little bit. So there are two solutions. The stupid one, that we depend on the character instead of depending on the weapon. The second one, the smart one but the hard one, is whenever the character is reversed and it prints the weapons reversed, we tell the weapons they are reversed too. So it becomes the weapon responsibility that they are reversed, not the character, whenever I'm printing the crap. And how can I do that? How can I do that? One way I don't know anymore. This is a little bit complicated because imagine if you have a skill that you fire behind you and the weapon flag become reversed without reversing the animation. It's the same animation but the position of the so it depends on the game how I want to program the game. So this is considered some kind of the rules of the engine, how it works. So I shouldn't screw up a lot in here. I should make it in a good way. Anyhow, time is up. Best time to have a break. And let's do it. I was going to stop the stream by mistake. So I will spin a little bit, walk around, take a fresh breath, fresh air. I can't even speak, and try to figure out how to solve this issue. Hopefully it's easy because this is the last step, and then we are done with mirroring and done with layers, and then we can focus on other stuff. I don't believe it. The layer system took a lot of effort to build it in this way, and it's finally going to be done. It's one of the longest systems I have been working on, and I don't believe it. Just today I will end it. Hopefully this is the last step to finish the whole thing. I know there's a lot of stuff left, including the biggest thing, the script and the dialogue. Then I need to worry about the campaign system and the quest and everything. So, but we're going. We're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. So I'll be right back. There's something a little bit bothering me. Creatures in this game can create fire too, but I didn't implement that yet. Maybe I need to XOR. No, not XOR. No, maybe I need to XOR it. Yeah, I need to XOR the both values, I guess, for the weapon. I still have 3 minutes left. So actually, this is the best time to go to the bathroom. So instead of using the bathroom after 10 minutes or something. It will take some time before I could test the whole thing perfectly. I'm back. I didn't say that. Um, the system should support that creatures can hold creatures and weapons can hold creatures and weapons recursively. In other words, if the animation that make the fire, say all the equipped can fire together as a recursive call, then all of them fire together. And imagine if you have a car equipped with 4 players, or even a tank, and the car considered a weapon or a creature, depends how I want to do it, because if it's controllable, then it's a creature. If it's not, then it can be a weapon. If you can put it in the inventory and stuff, then it's a weapon. If it is an inventory and you control it, that's kind of hard, but hardcore stuff, we need to hardcore stuff to make it work in a way. And these 4 characters can turn their heads right and left, despite the car position. And they can fire with their weapons, which have upgrades. That's considered equipment for the equipments. So you can see here, it's kind of mess. Yeah, it's kind of mess. That's why the system is a little bit complicated. So here, the only reason he didn't reverse the bullet is because he saw that the weapon is not reversed. And it's not reversed. One of the problem is, I don't know who's holding this weapon. This is a problem, because we need now to check both the creature and the weapon together, or the weapon if it is holding it. So we don't know who's holding the sucker, in other words. Let me take a look. Why did I remove the protection, the equipment slots? Weapons can hold weapons and creatures. Maybe when I equip the weapon to the character, maybe instead of doing all of this crap, I add a reference to the weapon who is holding it now. If I'm going to do that, I need to do that to the creatures too. I don't have creature attack yet, and I don't have an animation for that, but I can do that as part of the test. I can add it as a task. So what should we call the sorry. What should we call the thing that's holding this guy? A holder? So we can do this and add it after the equipment. Holder. And here, let's add it to the weapon too. Actually, this could replace some of the codes I did before if I want a more optimization. But for now, let's go that and try to focus on public equivalent set holder get return holder set holder is equal to value. Of course, we need to do conditions later on because this is kind of lame. At the least I can say about it. Now, in the creature, when we equip something to him, and instead of doing this, we could change the holder into this, like holder is equal to this, and here so I can, instead using the faction of the weapon, I could use the holder. But there's one problem with this. How can I know the faction of the weapon upgrade, which is held by the creature, if I'm going to do that? So here we might need to do a recursive call. But for now, let's not worry about it too much because I haven't tested that yet. So now we know the holder. So when we do the bullet, pray it will work, pray it will work, pray it will work, pray it will work. Let's go to the equivalent and tell him we can retrieve AD result to make it easier. We have a variant, not we can make it unimplemented somehow. So here, throw. I forgot how to do it. Unimplemented exception, whatever. C# unimplemented. Duck Barrel is a very good website. I always say that. Describe the things clearly without giving you the details who thought about the idea, whatever, without too much history. And it gives you examples immediately, several examples. And it starts with the simple idea, then it gives you more examples and more details. Depends on what you're searching for. Not implemented has been thrown. An exception type helps us learn the reason exception was thrown. So something like this. I hate myself. So this is a property, so I'm not sure if we can do this. Okay. God. Actually here. So let's go to weapon. Oh, it's not the whole object, it's only the data. Okay, okay. Shut up. Alright. Let me copy it from the weapon. I'm fucking too lazy. Now we go to the weapon object for the 1 million time and ask holder get. Now how can I do XOR again? I forgot. Ah, okay. Great. That this will work. Look at that. Aren't we a happy family with this result? Look at that. Now I feel free. I don't need to work anymore because I decided to do this today up to this point, and I haven't thought I will finish in this time because I thought I will face a lot of stupid issues, but I'll try to keep working. So let's take a look. So layer position shift on all of them vertically and horizontally. Ta-da! But this one required more tests. Didn't test recursive cases because I have no drawing to test that on. So I can add a melee attack and try to figure out how to implement it. Bullet fired on the left should face the left. Actually, yeah, shifting on the left side was working perfectly. I love it. I really love it. It's working like a charm. Bullet tails fire collision. Didn't do that. If action hit attribute relation system. Oh, this is like an improvement or the implementation how the fire bullets deal with the attributes like explosion, precise, and whatever. And it's based on the game, not on the engine. Even though the engine provides the attributes, but it doesn't know what to do with it. Unless if I build heavy script parsing sentences or actions to do that. So I need to implement system, and this is not a small thing actually. This is huge. This is like 12, 16 or something. So I kind of finished a lot of stuff with the layers. And the faction setting, I believe it's done. I mean, the enemies and civilian and the fires are organized based on the factions, and the bullets hit them and everything, so things are fine. Attack, only the skill bar is left, and we need more complicated fire system. And I'm not sure where to put that. I mean, it's not that important now, because I want to finish all the basic cases, all the stuff that I need to do to the game engine. So I make a demo and I start to make ads that, hey, I'm going to make games, hey, I'm here. So that's why the fire thing, I should add it somewhere in the front. Actually, I'm not sure what's the Arabic calendar now, but in Ramadan, I'm going to take a break. I'm not going to code anymore. And I'm going to work on my game channel and start to add more reviews to some of the games, because I do only game channel when I'm free and I feel I worked hard and I'm in the mood to do stuff in there. Or if I play multiplayer with my brothers, which is quite rare because one of them in the college and two of them in the work. They working full time, unlike me, they go to the company. I'm work at home, unfortunately, as you can see. So there will be a lot of crap about gaming, but hey, what am I talking about? This is the Live Code TV. I should work or shut up. So I'm follow the book guy, if you cannot tell. So the fire system need to implement it when. So here the demo, the campaign, script, quest, sound. Wow, after all of this, really? Well, the script system is not that necessary to. So maybe I will move the script system a little bit in the front. But actually before that, here. So they are kind of related. Depends. I'm not sure how I'm going to do the thing. It's kind of placeholder now. Yeah, so we are going to delay that. So according to the deadline, I should work on skills now. Then I work on inventory. And then I work on the dialog system. God, dialog system. It will be heavily related to the GUI system I made. It will be a mess because dialogues can be added to the specific maps, to the campaigns, or to the game itself. And I need to manage the whole crap. Yeah, after that, the engine is done. After all of this crap is done, then the engine will be done. And I can start on Castle 2 reboot. and make a new deadline for that. But before all of this, before we just jump to the dreams, God, there's a lot of crap I need to fix, a lot of crap I need to add. But I believe I'm done with this. I'm freaking done with this. Oh yeah, the AI system, I didn't add it anywhere. Because... just because I didn't deal with the AI yet. I need to know where should I add that. And what am I going to use? Scripts or actions? I'm not sure. I might read a little bit and see how people deal with AIs in different games. Because of course each game have its own AI crap. So this thing is going to be delayed. Bullet angles, actually, this should be working, but require tests. So let's make it into orange. No, orange is worse than the green. Green, but not that green. Okay. Oh yeah, right. Screw this. Yeah, we need to do the unit test in the map simulator too. So this is kind of related to it. But this should be done after the inventory. This will be quite difficult, actually. Not difficult because this is complicated, but it's a lot of work. So I'm going to give it a 12. And this is very important for testing. Actually might be more than 12. Because I need to move some of the functionalities from the game engine into the map simulator, and God, this will be a headache. So let's try to make one of these things, at least an easy one. Let's try to make the bullet hit the walls and tills. Yeah, I need to delete those. These singles show me what I'm working on at the deadline or currently. I should do the moving the hands mathematically. Let's give it a try. So here in the bullets, we need to go to the updater, the guy who updates the bullets, and check the so this one check the faction, the creatures. Then we will check the walls after that. How can we do that? What does the update do? Yeah, it changed the position and decreased the life. Oh yeah, one of the things that I should do, if If K is dead, then we should continue. So it may immediately jump. Same with the wall detection. Yeah, this is kind of sad. We need to loop through the bullets 3 times. This is kind of sad. Really? Really? Well, actually, not accurate. Yeah, it's actually, yeah, 3 times. So, we could check the walls before the characters to make the characters capable of hiding behind walls, maybe. So let's not to do this. Let's not to do this. So, if K is dead is equal to, not equal to, continue. So here we need to detect if K intercept with the tail. If K collide, a collision. Here we accept a faction target. So we need to make another overload. Override. Okay, stop that. You embarrassing yourself. And give it the position of I wonder if we could somehow compress the data and make whenever you have a huge chunk of wall to consider it one rectangle as some kinds of compression to oh, the view is disabled for some reason. Let me cheat the system. Oh, what have you done? And make this one enabled. And once again, I click on edit instead of loading, silly me. So instead of having a wall like this, what if I could somehow instead of checking each one to make rectangles, and I'm not sure how to do that, to be honest. And it might be a little bit confusing, especially if you have scripts that change the tails positions, so it need to recalculate everything. So I'm not sure how to do it in a smooth way. So maybe I should check the position of the tail of the fire instead of checking all the tails. It's working the other way around. So let me instead of checking the collision from here, no, we need to check the position of the fire and check if it collide with the position of did you see what I'm trying to do? So instead of having as I said, every time a bullet check all the tails, no, we check where's the bullet is and if the tail is fire solid. So is solid. And the position is so this is the position of the block. So we need to make a solid have an overload. Actually, this is fire solid. So let's go to the fire solid. And instead of this, we need this will be a little bit confusing. Oh, great. So we have a lot of issues in here. We need the actual position of the bullet plus the collision rectangle, not only the position of the rectangle. So, but let's remove all these complexity issues and consider the target is actually the position of the bullet rectangle. And here, this is not the best way, because if you, hopefully I'm not going to close the map the 1 million time, and this time load the game for the God's sake. Don't edit it. So if we have a bullet in here, we need not to check only this one, we need to check all the possible places, 4 places. So any of the places is 1, then we return 1. That's mean we need to OR them. So this is the first thing. We need an OR function. And I believe I can do it with 2, but how? Happy now? God. Okay. So if my position on the X or the position of the X minus, no, plus the width. So if I don't have bullets in here, but I have creatures. So let's imagine if this beholder is the bullet. So if it's check this point at the corner, or at his corner of his head, plus its width. So it check both these two. So in this case, it check if he's here, he should check this one, this one, this one, this one. So we need to add X what have I done? Careful. And the same case, are you sure only these cases? Yeah. With y is equal to y plus height. So if either one of these is 1, it should return yes, this is solid. So let's give it a try. First of all, to make the test a little bit better, let's change the map a little bit. And the problem is I cannot fire and let's fix his wall detection, because we made the wall detection look weird for testing purposes. So let's fix it. Save. So let's move the maps and everything. So this is here, this is here, and and let's finish the code first. In here, let's take a look. So the fire object get rectangle collision, it will add the position to it. Good. And it's not working because no, it's working, but oh, it's working actually. But let's take a look. It seems didn't work at first because I removed the keyboard before he fired, and yes, this is one of the features of the game engine actually. So I need to play around with this. I need to make him fire while jumping, but does mean I need to play with the character customization, and I really don't want to do that now. It doesn't seem very that accurate. Maybe because the bullets are a little bit fast. I cannot fire and jump because I didn't add that to the character yet. It requires some kind of work. And I need to add more types of crap to add more testing to the scrap, but it seems it's working fine for now. So there you go. Maybe, but I don't want to do that. For the fire collision, we kinda do something special. Maybe I can, but this is game related, not engine related. When actually it can be an engine related. When the bullet hit the tail, it requests a special kind of collision function where you can adjust it and make like the bullet make a sound or make a spark or whatever. Depends on the bullet itself. So We can add that feature later on. It's just an idea to make it more alive, you know. Next, we need to work on this, but to be honest, I'm saying I'm tired to myself more than 2 hours now. And it seems, yeah. So we worked around 2 hours and 40 minutes. Not bad, not bad. I wish if I can do 6 hours every day, but if I wake up in the middle of the day, there's no way I can work 6 hours. I need to wake up in the morning if I want to do 6 hours. But to be honest, I done more than what I expected today, and that's good enough. That's good enough. I should be happy with my results. Unfortunately, I never feel happy with my achievements, and that's not healthy. So thank you for watching, everyone who stand here and ask, listen and lurked. I really appreciate it. I feel more alive. Some people listen to me and see I'm doing something. And hopefully I will see you tomorrow.